We're on.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Welcome back to Dorkies. I'm Sean.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Cody.
And today, And today, we're going to be talking about everything that makes America the greatest country in the world.
Oh, we are?
Yes. Today we are.
And we're also going to
Cody,
shit
you
on
liar.
things that are un-American.
Cody, you liar.
Okay. Yes, un-American,
said
as
we were-
in
you
vegans.
said you were gonna.
Correct.
Sure.
Yes, vegans. I cannot think of a worse scum of the earth than vegans. Apart from... what?
Pedophiles.
Apart
Okay,
from
apart from
pedophiles.
pedophiles, yes.
Apart from pedophiles. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so it goes the worst people in the world, murderers, vegans, pedophiles.
Yes.
All right? Because at least the murderers, when they're done, somebody's dead. They don't continue to inflict the pain unless they're a serial killer.
And sometimes they feel bad and off themselves.
At least they clean up after themselves.
Yeah. Sometimes they feel bad.
Depending.
Sean, the thing is, sometimes the murderers feel bad and they off themselves. And then there's no murderers left, man.
Meanwhile, the
Bad.
vegans are the worst version of self-righteous because they're fighting for a cause that's not even considered the most real thing, even in the Democrat Party.
The amount of
Hey, Sean.
pesticides.
Guys, you know what's funny?
What?
They wouldn't eat a pig, but a pig would eat them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, pigs don't give two shits.
The amount of pesticides these vegans have put on their veggies is insane.
Dude,
Everything's dead.
the amount of resources it takes to make the shit for the vegan food, right?
Yeah.
Like, just the amount of farming that would take. There's, if you've seen one of our very earliest episodes, it's like episode 2 or 3, but you'll know that there is a field directly across from us from where we're filming. That field is managed by like an Amish or Mennonite fella, but he drives a big combine. It's that weird section where it's just like they're kind of allowed to use technology, but not really. Anyway, but that field and the one next to it would not be able to create like a 6-pack of fake burgers.
Yeah, these Impossible burgers are disgusting. Well, I mean, they're trying to make them taste like real burgers.
I've
You know
never
what's funny?
even qualified the existence of the Impossible burgers by giving it the dignity of trying it. I'm not gonna do that because I
doesn't
don't
taste
hate
good. I'll
myself
tell you.
that
Cody,
much.
What?
You know what's funny? So I think this was Burger King. It was confirmed that a while back, for their Impossible Whoppers, they would cook it on regular Whoppers. Cook it
Like on the same grill, so it's
just like
So basically,
it's technically
all
not
the juices would flow into it.
exactly.
Wow.
Because
That's
there's
funny.
no fucking flavor. Have you guys ever eaten a vegetable?
Yes.
All right.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't eaten a vegetable recently, unless you consider potatoes, but potatoes are a genetic freak that are the only vegetable that have actual fucking flavor.
Sean.
No vegetable has a pleasant flavor aside
Corn.
from an onion.
Sean, corn.
Corn adds nothing
It
to
doesn't-
you.
Yeah.
What
What I'm
kind
saying
of
is.
peppers are we at? What kind of peppers are we talking about? 'Cause some peppers-
Okay, alright, okay.
Yeah, some peppers.
Some peppers,
But what I'm saying-
potatoes, onions when done right.
What I'm-
Outside of that, no, there is no such thing as a good vegetable.
Sean, what I'm saying is.
I mean, to be
for
fair,
the,
if you need, for most vegetables,
Well-
let's think about it.
Well, maybe tomatoes, but only for ketchup. But,
the
To be
GMO
fair, but
stuff.
that's even then you're adding, that's mostly sugar too.
Yeah.
well, yeah. Like,
You're adding, you're not, the vegetables themselves aren't the good part. They're healthy, but, you add stuff to it,
Yeah.
tomatoes, ketchup, sugar, corn, butter,
butter. Butter is the best food.
All right. Cool. What I'm saying.
That was pure improvisation.
So for the for GMO foods, right? For corn is
Well,
genetically
modified
Apples,
organisms.
Everything we eat is genetically modified in
Right.
some way.
No, and by the way, the fucking paranoia about, it needs to be non-GMO, it needs to be perfectly organic. GMO just stands for genetically modified organism, but because we have all these shitty B movies from the 50s, there's like a collective thing in the culture where if you genetically modify something, it goes wrong. Genetically modifying a plant basically means, like, for the most part, it's just resistance against diseases.
Here's the thing: the
Yeah.
plants,
and bugs and
the
shit.
plants we did not genetically modify died out in the fucking 50s. They're all dead. The fucking things died. Like, they fucking just died completely. They're
Like, there
no
was-
longer in our diets.
Like, there was, and you took this same ag class with me.
Yeah.
There was this, like, me and Cody took an ag class in our senior year of high school. And, like, we were shown this documentary about, like, there was a tomato in the 80s. And basically, they modified it so that the tomato was a little bit more vibrant and, like, just bigger. Right? And it stirred up a whole controversy to the point that that particular brand of tomato is no longer produced. But there were no, like, side effects to eating that tomato. So, like,
Like, aren't all like bananas we eat
Yes.
modified?
yeah,
Yes.
no, like, so...
Here's the thing.
Wild bananas have a season.
So in, like, the 20s or something, like, the banana of the 20s tasted entirely different than the banana we eat now. In fact, the
Tyler.
banana of the 20s, like, that flavor is still used in, like, Laffy Taffy and ice cream and shit that they want to
You
make
can
banana
still,
Oh, isn't that like that banana candy also like that?
flavor. Yeah.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
still buy the banana from
Yeah,
like
no,
that
you
time.
can.
It's just really hard to get.
It's a specialized market for that particular kind of banana.
It's
now.
very expensive.
Right?
too.
But what happened was that banana was grown for so long that the diseases that affected
and
it.
we're reaching that
fi-
point too for the modern.
Yeah, no,
banana.
we are reaching that point for the new banana.
Oh boy.
But the stuff that attacked that old 1920s banana got to the point where it just started wiping them out and wiping them out. It was just total fucking carnage. So we found a new banana that resisted this stuff, and we've
It's just the American way to find stuff.
yeah, no,
that just
we've
really-
we've religiously grown that banana over and over and over since then.
Yeah, so
But now we're about to get to the point, if we don't do something such as genetically modify this banana,
again.
like, not necessarily again,
Or
but
find a new one.
Well,
It's-
make a new
doesn't
one.
matter.
yeah, make a new one, but, like, specifically genetically modify this new banana in a way that, for the most part, is not going to affect the way it tastes, right? That, like, just basically most genetically modified organisms are modified in a way to beef them up against the diseases. That's my point.
Yeah. You know, I gotta say, what is the most common thing to eat on July 4th, actually? I think it's like hamburgers.
Burgers,
stuff.
hot
Hot dogs,
dogs,
yeah.
Barbecue,
steak,
Yeah, definitely.
ribs, maybe some wings.
What do you
some
put
chicken.
on your burger?
What do I put on my burger? I put American cheese, bacon, pickles, ketchup, mustard.
Yeah.
And I toast my bun
Don't
like I
forget
grilled.
that good old Worcestershire.
No.
What the fuck are you on?
I'm just
What?
kidding. I'm saying for the actual burger day, man.
No,
Oh.
what? First of all, it's Worcestershire.
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 Okay, whatever.
I said it correctly.
Okay. Well, I say Worcestershire.
Okay, one
so.
of us. Oh yeah, one of us was in culinary class. One of us, two of us weren't.
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it,
was in
but
cul-
I said it correct. I
I
wasn't
was-
in it. I said it correctly.
I was
because
in
my
culinary class, but at no point did we use Worcestershire sauce.
My
Fair
brother
enough.
made fun
Two of us
me
were,
for
and
not-
one of us actually used it.
Yeah, my brother made fun of me once for not saying it correctly, so I just say it correctly every single time now.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm
say
not gonna do it.
Worcestershire because it sounds
give a
better
shit.
than Worcestershire. That's too damn British.
Okay, so here's
And we left the British because they started taxing the shit out of our tea. So we said, "Fuck you, we're not drinking your tea.
Fuck
we're
you and
switching
your tea."
Yeah.
Fuck you and your tea and your Union Jack and your lack of free speech and your fucking taxes. Fuck you, Britain. You're gay. You have no national identity anymore. America is better than you. It will always be better than you. That's why we left. USA! USA! USA!
This is why broadcasters have commercials.
I fucked your wife.
And
Right.
your mom.
Shadow?
I fucked your fucking.
Wife and mom,
I'm-
just your entire...
I miss my wife tales.
He pissed on my fucking wife.
Sonic's Japanese. Why are we referencing Sonic?
I mean, we are referencing Snapcube, which is
What the fuck is a Japanese nowadays, man? What the fuck? What brands are not fucking like some other country nowadays, man? Holy shit.
That's a
Not
good
gonna lie, I
point.
kind of want to watch.
Firearm manufacturers.
I kind of want to watch Sonic
Oh,
X
speaking of America,
again.
Jurassic Park. Well, I guess it's Jurassic World.
Or
now.
you know, I don't care. I like the last one of those I saw was like
I hear this goes back to the source material and it's looking good. I think I'll see it.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested in most movies coming out
I'll be
anymore,
honest,
dude.
I stopped really caring for Jurassic Park or World, whatever it is, after Lost World.
I haven't seen the last one. I don't give a shit about the last
Like
one.
the first 3 Jurassic Park movies, like, people are like, oh no, Jurassic Park 3 is bad. It's not as good as the first one, but it's a perfectly serviceable movie.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it. American cinema. That's our next one. That's our next topic.
That'll be a good topic. Back to 4th of July.
Yeah.
I have no fireworks to ignite this year, man. This sucks.
No, it's okay. We're filming this on July 3rd, so this joke totally makes sense. Just leave a beer and a rifle out, and tonight Kid Rock will come, and he'll give you some fireworks. I stole that joke from a meme I saw earlier.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Well, 4th of July,
it's
man.
true.
Light firecrackers, throw them in the damn yard, and then watch them explode.
I watched a food theory video yesterday. Like it was a post Matt Pat food theory video.
So not as good.
Not as good, and kind of skinwalkery because everybody kind of talks like they're doing a Matt Pat impression, and it's really weird.
Actually, I haven't watched them since. No.
I've watched a couple.
I've watched a few. Yeah,
Like, it's the same style, it's the same format of content, just
really
without
switch
Matt
it up.
Pat, so without the memes.
So it's like somebody's doing like a Matt Pat parody, but failed.
Yeah.
No,
Sort of.
not. It's a Matt Pat imitation. It's kind of like whenever like something like the Tonight Show switches hosts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can talk the way you can talk in a certain way, but you're not Matt Pat, so you talk in it your own way.
Yeah.
Man. It's not.
Yeah, just talk like a regular person.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, from what I've seen over the last, I don't know when he left, but like the last, it's been a year at least. But over the last year, they have slowly started, excuse me, morphing into regular guys.
Yeah.
So like they are slowly morphing into their own hosts. They're not quite there yet.
Did you guys see the meme of like Matt Pat running for president and Markiplier with being his like vice
Okay.
president or something like that? That
It
was
was-
funny.
Honestly, it probably would have been better.
So Matt Pat created like a creator caucus that has Pokimane in
I
it
know.
for some reason.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Pokimane's Canadian. Don't know what she's
Nobody
doing.
likes her. Nobody likes her at all.
Sims like her.
She's attractive.
I mean, yeah, that's the only
What,
reason
is she-
people watch her.
I'm not even
She's
gonna say.
attractive. Her content is uninteresting, so I don't watch her.
Didn't she make like expensive ass cookies recently?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think, yeah, I remember that.
Don't really
I think
care.
it was like 6 months ago, man.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I remember hearing so much she made cookies.
All right.
We're overpriced as hell, man. I
Yeah,
don't
whatever.
like when a creator like makes like cookies or something like that.
But
to scam their
all I'm
fucking
saying
audience.
is, if they're gonna make a product, don't overprice it. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Right.
like
Yeah.
sure. Like, I think like it's Joyride. From like I don't remember his name.
Okay.
Oh.
From what I understand, like it's reasonably priced from what I understood.
But anyway, what I was talking about, American cinema. You know what I think are some pretty American movies?
Avatar.
God damn it.
I'm joking, man.
No, those are pretty anti-American movies.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, but Transformers 1, 2, and 3, the Michael Bay movies.
You said you didn't watch the second and third one. I don't remember
No.
saying that. Okay,
I
it might have been
watched
him.
I didn't watch any of them.
Okay,
You've
it
not
was
seen
you.
the Michael Bay Transformers
Did you see
movies?
he's
Not a
coming
single
back?
one.
I did see something like that.
I have not watched a single Transformers movie.
So they're gonna have a GI Joe
Bro.
Transformers crossover, man. You gotta start watching it. You know what GI Joe is, right?
I heard of it. I have not watched it.
You gotta fucking watch GI Joe, man. Holy hell!
Okay. Anyway, but the
Like, you guys know what I
GI
watch.
Joe is like the most American TV show you can ever watch.
except for King of the Hill, which I haven't actually watched.
Didn't the one voice actor die?
Two.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Well, actually,
Recently, he
actually
died
a few
getting
died.
shot.
Okay.
That was John Redcorn's actor. I don't remember. his
Anyway,
name.
but I think I can do a pretty decent impression of Hank Hill. Do I not look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a god dang hot dog.
That does nail it. That does nail it.
I'm not gonna lie, you could probably cosplay him.
I could. I hate the fact that I could, but it would either be I would either look like Hank Hill or Peter Griffin.
You could do
Hank.
both. You could do both.
No,
You're not heavy enough to
Sean's
be.
head shape.
He's not heavy enough to be because he needs the.
He needs the butt chin.
I need the butt chin and an extra 100 pounds on the 200 something that I already am.
And around her face.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing. Look at Sean's face.
Yeah, I
Look
can't
at his
do
head
it.
shape.
Yeah,
That's
he
more
does-
Hank Hill than anything.
Yeah, he has a Hank Hill head.
And I have the glasses, so.
I've never seen that.
My
show,
son's
so.
gonna be a gopher.
Oh, I saw that last night. I saw that video last night where it's just like, all right, son, I'm okay with you being a furry, but if I would like to make one suggestion, it's to be a tiger. It's a nice, strong animal. No, Dad, I think I'm gonna be a gopher. Whoa, a gopher? Why would you choose a gopher over a tiger?
Okay,
Because he's a furry.
Let's see if I can do this.
Gophers are nature's greatest killers.
I can't do it.
Nature's greatest killers.
I can't do it either, man. I tried to do you.
Multiple president's assassination attempts have
Oh.
been linked to gopher.
Yeah, you sound.
Shut up, Dale.
Well, even if they're not, you can deny they're not very cute.
All right, let's stop before we get sued from the.
I doubt Cooper.
I honestly kind of hate how good my Hank Hill impression is.
You do a good job, man.
No, but the annoying thing is, it just, like, if I do it right, it sounds like Hank Hill. If I do it slightly wrong, it turns into my Uncle Mitch.
Yeah, I forgot to see your Constitution shirt, man. It's a great shirt.
Oh yeah, no, get a fucking gander at this, folks. Hell yeah. Get a good fucking gander at that.
As somebody who tortured themselves, watching the big beautiful bill get passed and stuff like that last night.
No, which I looked in the morning and you were up till 3 in the morning, which I know I don't
I
have
was up
much.
to 4 or 5, man.
Yeah, no.
Holy hell.
Like, which I know I don't have a whole lot of room to talk right now. If you hear a lawnmower right now, my neighbor's mowing her lawn. So,
The American dream is 2 simple things:
no,
guns, women, and whatever.
That you were about
3.
to add a third one when you said 2 things. You need to think about it. No, this is the American dream: the right to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, women, the right to own your own property, to own your own shit, to get yourself a wife, to have yourself a kid, to drive cars that have too much goddamn horsepower for how old they are, but it doesn't matter because it's awesome as fuck. And you can buy a tank. You are legally allowed to buy a tank in the United States of America. And it's about making your own way and letting other countries know how much they suck, because we are America and we're the greatest country in the world. We have the 2 biggest air forces in the world. We have 11 aircraft carriers, and we could fuck up everybody. Don't fuck with America, otherwise we'll send the Freedom Doritos over to you too.
John,
We'll fuck your wife.
Yeah, there was a guy who hated how the government, a government building near him was fucking him over for land right because he couldn't build a house.
Yeah.
So he fucking laid a foundation, put a fucking tank on it, aimed it as the building. I mean, you're not allowed to have it loaded, but
You're not allowed to have it loaded. I had a thought. If I ever lived in an HOA, if I had enough money to live in a neighborhood with an HOA, I would probably have enough money to buy myself a tank. So I'd just buy a tank and just start aiming it at the houses of the...
Hi, Karen.
No, I'd just start aiming it at the houses of the people running the HOA if they started, over encroaching on your property rights.
Yeah,
and
fuck the
and
HOA,
telling
man.
you what you can and cannot have in your driveway, which is ridiculous because you don't own the house. It's my house, for the sake of
what's
argument.
ridiculous is they try to take people like to court and shit like that for their house, for like the smallest
I think
things.
HOAs are fundamentally unconstitutional.
They are definitely.
Not gonna lie, HOAs are stupid.
Like, no, they're stupid. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I get the idea, like, I get, they pitch themselves as, like, we're not trying to control you, we're just trying to make sure that, let me finish, this is their sales pitch, all right? They're like, oh, we're not trying to control you, we're just trying to make sure that the neighborhood stays looking nice and that, we don't get a lot of crime in the area. Like, fundamentally, okay, that's fine.
Neighborhood watch.
But yes, but you could achieve the same thing with a neighborhood watch, which can be a totally informal thing. It's just like, hey, everybody has a gun. Make sure that
Unless you're in a blue state, you're not. Gonna
and even then, it depends on the blue state. California is a pain in the ass to get a gun. Pennsylvania is kind of a swing state, but a lot of areas are blue. But Pennsylvania is not the most difficult thing.
Let's make fun of New Jersey like the founding fathers intended.
Depends on where you're at in PA.
Yeah, it does. Like,
yeah. I think even the founding fathers made fun of New Jersey.
But the nice thing about Pennsylvania, which is the state we live in, we got constitutional carry. We are we still need to get a permit to conceal carry, but we are just full blown allowed to walk in with a 9mm on our hip.
When I'm old enough, I think I'll get a fucking carry.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, probably. I'm probably not gonna bring it usually to areas, but like.
No, I'll have it with me
Probably
all the
can.
time. So you have to have it with you like all the time, man, because like some SOB could come out of nowhere and try to fucking rob you. At least in this state, man. You never know.
I just had a thought.
What?
Every generation has their version of Americana, and for the most part, that happens to be whatever they saw either as a kid, sort of 5 to 13, or a teenager, sort of 13 to 20 or whatever. I know that last age is technically not a teenager, but so if you grew up in the 50s, like in that time, your idea of America is Elvis and the first records and the birth of rock and roll and diners and drive-in movies and big land yachts that got shit gas mileage, but you didn't care because gas was like 3 cents.
They seriously need to bring drive-in diners back.
Oh yeah, no,
I
or
really would love
drive-in there's.
Oh, yeah, there's still one around here.
There is. I know it's in Carlisle.
Yeah.
So, and if you grew up in the 60s, it's hippies and psychedelic rock and I was about to say the British invasion, not the British invasion. But if you grew up in the 60s, it's psychedelic rock and stuff. If you grew up in the 70s, it's Richard Nixon and
Nixon was one of the most popular presidents.
he was a very popular
He
president.
got like 350.
Yeah, I know.
votes, man.
I know. Like, it was like Reagan is the only president to outdo him on the landslide.
Yeah.
But at the very least, the only Republican. But like, here's the thing: Nixon didn't tell the guys that broke into the Watergate Hotel and started shredding documents to do that. He didn't tell them to do that. This was a splinter group of like some other committee that he had that went rogue. And instead of telling the American people, like, hey, this happened, I had nothing to do with it, I did not give these orders, instead, he tried to cover it up. And that was the scandal.
At least he was respectable enough to, I guess, and basically
like some people would say that he was a coward, like, for resigning, like instead of, going to an impeachment trial, which, it was not gonna go in his favor. It just wasn't. But like him resigning allowed him to, only end with a blemish on his record.
All right, let's stop talking about politics, or this thing's gonna go completely downhill in views. I think it already has. Let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about something fun. Fireworks are great, man.
Oh hell yeah, brother!
Fireworks are great.
Yeah.
You put the gunpowder all in one place, blow the fucker up.
Hell yeah! Fireworks.
Did you ever take a beer can and then put those sparkler things in it? It fucking explodes.
Well, I would think it would depend. Like, do you put the flaming end into the?
I did it once with glass. The fucker exploded everywhere.
No shit, it's gonna explode.
It was so much fun to watch.
It's igniting all the gas in the confined space that doesn't have many places to go. Of course it's gonna explode, you dipshit.
It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. I could have probably died if it exploded.
You think?
But it was fun.
American movies.
Hey, the American way is risking your life for dumb, stupid crap.
Yeah.
And that's what I did when I was like 12 years old. It was fine. Did my mom know? Of course not. Do I care if she knows? No.
She probably
Could I have probably died?
If she watches this, probably she will learn.
She'll probably learn.
She doesn't know this exists. Now, why would I have that happen?
I mean, my mom knows this exists, and I'm sure your mom knows.
I could tell her.
I ain't showing her them.
Okay. But she knows you're making a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Your guys' mom know you make podcasts?
Shit,
That's wonderful.
My mom doesn't give a shit. She
Cody,
doesn't
we
watch
know
YouTube.
We know his mom doesn't give
Yeah,
a
I know
shit.
your mom
Like-
doesn't give a shit.
Like she's just
She's
like
a good person.
she's
man.
basically like, you know, don't like she's basically like, don't kill yourself, don't get arrested, don't be an idiot. That's where she's at.
Number one goal by the time I'm 20. Do not get arrested. And that's in like 6 months. Actually, over 6 months. But still.
I know my.
So
goal.
as long as you don't commit any of the war crimes you keep threatening to
I
commit,
really
you're
want to
probably fine.
I really want to commit a war crime.
No,
Okay, but-
Sean.
What?
Alleged war crime.
Alleged war crimes.
Alleged, yes.
You know,
That's all,
like
that's all I get away with.
no, it's okay. They haven't found the
Allegedly.
bodies yet. You're okay.
I've never killed someone. What are you talking about?
Alleged. Yeah, no, he has allegedly never killed anybody.
I really want to, though.
He shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. I don't know why he was in Vegas, but
That was me.
oh, that was you.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you see that?
Wait, then who did I kill?
I don't know. Who did you kill?
Nobody so far as you're concerned.
Exactly. It's alleged.
Oh, yeah, no, we have allegedly all committed murder.
Allegedly.
I really
never.
hope the comedy of this is very clear. I really
Allegedly
do.
never
You know
did
someone's
that.
gonna take it seriously.
Yeah, some dipshit, one of the fucking Indians on the YouTube mod team is gonna take it seriously. That's what's gonna happen.
I hope they do.
It's gonna be-
And I'm talking Indian in terms of tech support, not casino.
Did you see what? Did you guys see what James Gunn said about Indian kids or something like that?
I don't give a shit.
It was so hilarious, man. He was calling like his haters like Indian kids or some shit.
What the fuck?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Anyways,
What does he mean by calling his haters Indian kids?
I don't know if they were Indian kids or whatever the fuck. It was some Indian shit, man. Anyways, but yeah, fireworks are fun though.
True.
Fireworks are
Explosions
seriously
are just fun, man.
fun. The explosions are.
Already?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Shit. I derailed the conversation for half a second, and now we've got one of our infamous awkward moments.
So I've got a lot to talk about.
where all
actually.
three of us just go silent.
I've got a lot to talk about actually. You were talking about Transformers earlier, man.
Yeah.
The explosions. I love the explosions.
I
There's
love-
too much. There's too much.
Like, I love the first three because, like, it's just enough story and just enough action where, you know, you don't really want to overthink it.
So for the last half, right? You know, he was making it. He was trying
For
to
the
make
ones
it
where
for,
Mark Wahlberg shows
yeah,
up.
he was trying to make it for China, and that's the
You
bad
know,
part.
yeah, no.
And you know, it really went downhill
I
because
think,
like he
I'll
had
be honest,
lore.
I think most American movies get ruined when they go to China.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because they try to pander too much to
Yep.
it.
he had more lore in it, but you know, he took away a lot of the stuff that made it great.
Right? The first three movies work. Right? You know, the first three, the ones with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox and the British chick in the third one.
You know, Transformers Prime and stuff like that. He fundamentally changed like the War for Cybertron games and stuff like that completely. You know, because they're trying to make it pander towards the Bay fans. You know, and I think that was a great thing.
Yeah, no, like, the Transformers are only really a household name amongst our generation. Like, I don't know if, like, you watched it before.
Yeah, I watched it.
07.
I watched some of the cartoons.
I was born in 2006, man. How the hell would I have
Oh.
watched it?
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
but did you
pretty-
were you a fan of the cartoon before you were a fan of the movies?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I was introduced to it through the movies, and none of the cartoons aside from Prime that I've seen have appealed to me, and I haven't even watched all of Prime. I caught a couple episodes of that back on the Hub when that was a thing.
Yeah, I remember the
Like
Hub.
the Hub TV network, not Pornhub. That
So there was a TV network on Cartoon Network or something like that. It was called the Hub, right? It was the best.
I don't think it was on. I think it was its. Wasn't it its
Yeah,
own independent thing?
It was
or-
on Cartoon Network.
Okay.
But it was called the Hub. They had like.
It was like old classic cartoons. Like, I remember it mainly for showing stuff from the 80s. Like, I caught a couple episodes of Fraggle Rock on TV.
I can
from
send
that.
you a link to watch the 1980s Transformers and the Prime shows and stuff like that if you want. Or G.I.
Not
Joe.
interested.
You're not interested?
I'm
Okay.
not interested.
But anyways, they're good shows.
Because Sean's up now a British person for some reason.
No, it's just a voice that I do occasionally.
I know, Sean.
I love
do
how
want
they
it too.
decided they were just gonna kill Optimus off. The guy who said that he was gonna kill Optimus off was like a joke or something like that, and they were like, "Yeah, let's fucking kill Optimus off." And then they killed,
For the
they-
86
they
movie?
killed
I know that
everyone.
happens.
They killed fucking everyone.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Holy shit, our ratings tanked, man!
Our ratings
Bring 'em
tanked
back!"
because we killed everybody that all the 5-year-olds at home give a shit about.
And they replaced him with the worst. Like, I hate Hot Rod or Hot Shot, whatever the fuck his name is, because they have him in so many things like that. There's only one or two things I actually like him in, and they basically ruined his character and everything. Because I've watched all the Transformers stuff, yeah.
See, but Transformers 2007, I just kind of like that era of action movie because it was sort of the last time anybody gave a shit for.
Listen,
question.
Michael Bay is actually a good director. What?
Yeah, no, he is.
Because I've heard this before. Is it true that in the Transformers there's actually, for some reason, there's like a robot and a human,
Yes.
fucked?
Yes. It's
that-
actually
that
a mermaid.
canon?
It's actually a mermaid.
It was a mermaid?
What?
It was a mermaid.
A robot and a mermaid had sex and had a
Yes.
kid.
And actually, he transformed, I think, into one.
He
mermaid.
transformed into a mermaid.
Yes. So here's the thing. It was like a magical lake thing, and
What?
What?
You gotta watch season 2 of Transformers 1984 or something like that.
What?
It's really wild. It's the product of its time. It's funny.
Product of its time? That sounds stupid.
It was
It's
the
not-
80s.
It was the 80s. It's not as bad as you think it is.
So what? If I shove cocaine up your ass, it doesn't mean you're gonna create that too.
That's true.
So
You know what?
that's
We're doing
makes-
that. Next episode of Dorkies, we're shoving crack up Sean's ass and see what he creates.
No, next episode of You know what? No, we'll be talking about a British franchise in the next episode of Dorkies, just to bring him up to speed on to the fact that one of our favorite childhood shows. Technically,
to be
Hey, I was a
British
big
train.
fan of
Yeah.
it as a kid. I just don't got good memory at all.
okay.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, no, we'll talk. Yeah, no, we'll talk about that in the next episode that we do because that's gonna be a fun one, at least for us two.
Oh,
Which-
it's gonna be one.
Which seasons are you guys going to be talking about? I can catch up quick on that stuff.
What?
Are you guys going to be talking about a specific season? I can catch up on.
We're gonna be talking about the deep lore,
Mm.
not
I'll
necessarily.
just watch lore videos then.
Not necessarily. You're not gonna find any good ones, buddy. I'm sorry.
Best you get,
Just
like,
make one then.
Yeah.
Make one then. Make him a lore
If
video.
if I could edit, I probably would have done that 5 years ago.
You guys could do that, definitely.
Anyway, but yeah, no.
You overestimate my ability to edit Cody.
Yeah,
It's not going to be good editing, but it'll be a good video.
let's go. Okay, back to American cinema, and I think the Transformers movies, like I was gonna say, 15 minutes ago, the Transformers movies embody sort of our generation of Americana,
You know what's funny?
like the early days of digital stuff. You know what I
Do
mean?
you know what's actually funny? Transformers isn't even fucking American. It's Japanese.
Okay, but the Michael Bay movies are very American.
Yeah, I know.
You know what's funny?
What?
If I had a nickel for every time we talk about Transformers during one of these, I'd have a lot of nickels at this point.
Which
Yeah.
isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened a bunch of times, right?
Oh shit! I don't remember what episode
It's
we're on.
probably
We're on
because I'm a-
episode what? 17?
I'm not
Something like that. We're not we're not at 20 yet, but we're getting close.
I could give you an in-depth analysis
Wait, Cody,
of the lore.
you know what we should do, Cody
What?
and Sean?
What?
When we all finally turn 20, that's the 20th episode.
I'm already 20.
When we all reach it.
He's gonna
Okay.
be 21 by the time that I turn 20.
No, for the 20th episode, we need to figure out a way to film me grilling.
Oh.
And that's the episode is just us talking about stuff while I'm
We
grilling.
need to talk about amusement parks now.
You know what we need to do?
They're
We
very
need to fucking actually do the grilled cheese episode. I swear
I
to God.
know. I don't have any propane right now. I'm getting some tonight because I want to grill something tomorrow. But
Okay.
You know what?
because if no,
I am free. I have my schedule entirely already made for July.
okay.
You guys, we'll look at it. We'll pick a date. Grill episode.
All right.
Yes, grill episode.
And we finally grill those cheeses.
Yes,
Let's
we
do
figure
it.
out a way to grill a grilled
Let's do
cheese.
it.
It's probably going to require a cookie sheet and these fire bricks, but it's okay. All you got to do is get one of those tripod phone holder things because I do have a tripod in my room.
That shouldn't be too terribly bad.
And then we see who makes the best grilled cheese.
We need to talk about amusement parks now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
amusement
definitely.
parks. That's a very American concept, isn't it?
Is it?
Did you want to go to Knoebels this year?
Yes.
You were talking
Yeah, we
about
should.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
I'll be honest. I kind of wanted to go to Hershey
You want
I've
to-
never been to Hershey.
It's so
because,
expensive.
like,
but
I know it's
yeah.
expensive, but like, I really enjoy it when I went there last few times. It's been a
Alright.
while, but like, what we could do is we could either do the water park first, then the regular rides, or we could do it.
I think
vice
we do
versa.
the water park after because we're just gonna be chilling out.
Like, if we can
Fair.
find, like at least 4 more days this summer, I think we could dedicate one to Knoebels, one to Hershey Park Standard, one to Hershey Park Water, and then one for the grilling episode.
Wheel cheese.
Actually, yeah, that would work. I'm just gonna have to ask my mom for like $100. This is
What?
gonna be fun. I'm gonna ask.
I wonder if
my mom
anyone
for
gets what I'm referencing with that one.
Hey, mom.
Is it the fucking Looney Tune show?
will stop melting when I wipe the waves.
It's the Elmer Fudd thing from the Looney Tunes show.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know why I remember that.
Wheel,
Looney Tunes, that's
Looney Tunes is great.
that's
man.
very
That
American.
is a very American show.
is.
Tom and Jerry too.
Tom and Jerry, hell yeah. Fucking Scooby-Doo
American
as well.
animation.
Did you guys see like the death battle episode? Was it like fucking Tom versus the Roadrunners or not
Coyote.
Roadrunner, Coyote?
Tom versus the Coyote.
He
Coyote-
would
Coyote
Tomb-
won.
Tom would destroy the fucking
No,
Coyote.
Absolutely.
Coyote wins. I'd say.
No,
No, he
no,
would destroy
no.
the Coyote.
Giving Tom access to explosives. Do you know how much shit he could do?
So here's the thing. Tom,
Right.
Tom,
Guys,
It might be
it's
totally-
Toon Force versus Toon Force. No one's gonna win then.
Tom is a master of magic, man.
No, he's not.
No, he
No,
is.
no. Tom would beat the Coyote sheerly through unintentional means.
You say that
Yeah.
as if Tom wins anything.
I know. No, when
Well,
Tom does
no,
win something,
canonically-
it's totally unintentional.
Here's the thing. Canonically, the only bad thing Tom is, it's at catching mice. It's fucking catching mice. That's
I
the
mean,
only
before
bad
the
thing.
No, the dude made so many fucking contraptions.
It's fucking Roadrunner as well. Yeah, that fucking.
I think about it. I think the only time the Coyotes catch the Roadrunner is like literally for an ad.
Oh, is it?
I think
He's
it's the only
caught
time,
him,
I think it's the only time he ever caught him.
I remember for the Looney Tunes show, they did the Coyote and Roadrunner shorts, but they were CG, and one of them referenced the scene in the first Iron Man movie where Iron Man walks out of the cave in the fursuit. With like the flamethrower and everything. It was awesome.
that would be awesome, man.
Yeah, no.
That show was awesome.
Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, all great movies.
Why the hell was 3 hated so much, man?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because people decided sequels trilogies suck.
I can't.
It was a good movie.
No, but like Iron Man 3, I remember seeing. Now we're just talking about stuff we saw related to American media. But there was like a Lego parody short that I saw making fun of the, I believe it was the teaser trailer for Iron Man 3, and you know how like the first scene in that movie where Iron Man's putting on, or where Tony Stark's putting on a suit, is like he's like having the prototype come to him. And
Yeah.
like part by part. So I saw like a Lego parody where the glove comes on upside down, a leg goes on backwards, and he's just in terrible pain.
Oh, isn't there one where it's like it hits his nuts?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you guys see the?
No, and at the end of the Lego short, Rhodey walks in the house. It's just like, hey, Tony, do you know how to turn the radio off on this? And he's just riding the head, just like, ah, ow! And then Rhodey goes, I'll come back later.
Did you guys see the Iron Man cartoon that came out like in 2008 or something like that? It was a really good cartoon.
Oh, the weird kind of 2D but also CG one?
Yeah.
I have like a couple episodes of that on DVD where he's like a teenager or something.
Yeah.
It
It
yeah.
was good.
I don't know. What you're talking
It was
about.
good. It was bad, but
I
good.
know what I'm talking about. I might dig that out. But
Yeah, I think I need a picture for that one.
yeah, oh man. Yeah, that's I forgot about that.
Yeah, I loved that growing up. I like the Mandarin in that one because he's more. I don't know if he's more like comic accurate because I don't like fucking read the Mandarin shit. But I know he's. It's a great fucking costume, man. That's all I'll say. Way better than the Marvel one.
Where he's just
Which
Ben
one?
Kingsley.
Just fucking ring things.
Yeah, isn't-
not actual rings on his hands.
Isn't he actually in like that one show that like that one movie nobody watched?
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, nobody watched that.
Marvel
Tyler,
took a massive.
Did you guys see that new fucking Ironheart shit?
No.
I am so uninterested
Here,
in Marvel
let
at
me
this
tell you
point.
the story. Let me tell you the story about it. It's basically the story of a fucking villain robbing people. Saying she's going to be better than Tony Stark. Tony Stark's only, because he's only
But it's
rich
not
and-
portrayed as like she's like an anti-hero or something.
No, she's just a villain.
She's just.
She's a villain, but they portray her as a
You
hero.
know, and apparently they put all these diverse cast members in, which is great until you realize, hey, all the minorities are stealing shit.
I don't know about that.
That's from what I understand. That's a bee.
Yeah.
I hate bees.
I hate bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather have that than a damn giant spider.
Before we started making this, there was a big ass spider on the table.
It was very
It was
colorful.
glowing.
It
Oh,
was very colorful.
oh my!
Looked
So
like
yeah, we're probably gonna have a radioactive spider near you. So
Yeah.
good luck with that.
It's not gonna be radioactive.
You say that.
There's no.
Oh,
to my knowledge, there is nothing nuclear anywhere near us.
So, folks,
Yeah, dude.
expect.
Sean, if you become Spider-Man, you have to.
Yeah, man.
If I start pissing spider webs,
With great power comes
great
great
responsibility.
Did you see that?
That's a whole new variety of white stuff coming out of your
Did you
dick.
see that Spider-Man Family Guy thing?
No.
Yeah. it was
Oh
fun.
god, I'm so
Speaking
sorry.
of Spider-Man, at this point, the only Marvel movie that I haven't seen that I'm interested in is Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Look, if they make a Gambit movie, I'll be in line for that one.
Like after that, I'm just done because I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I saw all three of us saw the new Deadpool.
Did you see that Channing Tatum movie that's coming out, man?
Channing Tatum?
It's based on a true story of a guy who was hiding in a Toys R Us. I heard it years ago. It's funny.
I will watch it.
I-
You should really go see that.
I
when it comes
watched a really good movie last night.
out. What?
It's called Instant Family, and it's Mark Wahlberg, and I forget the name of the actress playing his wife in the movie, but it's Mark Wahlberg and her, and they hear this story about foster kids, or like they want kids, and then Mark Wahlberg doesn't want to become an old dad, and he makes a joke where it's just like, hey, maybe we'll adopt a 5-year-old and it'll be like I got started 5 years earlier. And then his wife starts looking into it, and eventually they adopt these 3 Mexican kids.
Okay, I thought I knew what the movie you were talking about. Then
I thought I know what
Right.
he was talking about too, but
it's right, it's like kids that are Mexican in ethnicity, not that are from Mexico, even though they're all fluent in Spanish because they
yeah.
live in California in the movie. But it was a good movie. Like, it's not necessarily a comedy, but there's funny parts in it. Tom Segura's in it, and he doesn't get very many laughs. But Eliza Schlesinger's in it, and she doesn't get very many laughs. But Mark Wahlberg's in it, and he gets a good number of laughs.
Yeah. Speaking of Americana, man. Oh wait, more about that Knoebel strip, man. You're gonna be eating good in late August or something like that.
Yeah.
Whenever we finally get the stuff done or
The
something.
time. I don't know if we'll make a video out
Early
of
on.
Knoebels. Probably not.
Oh, we'll definitely. We can make a vlog or something. Just clips of this stuff. We're not taking the stuff on rides or
Well,
anything
yeah,
like
no.
that, but-
We'll just put our phones in our... It's not like we're going to strap a GoPro to our head.
Did you guys see that guy
You know
trying
what?
to grab his phone got tapped? Yeah.
Let's put a
Yeah.
GoPro on Sean's face.
Yeah.
Just says
No,
like,
okay.
every ride's on him.
My vocabulary today is F.
Oh, like on my head.
Yeah.
Like pointed at my head.
No, it's gonna be like attached like by this, right in front of your face.
No, so I can't fucking see anything aside from the GoPro.
Yes. It's only gonna catch.
That
your
sounds like a
reactions.
great design, Tyler. Very practical.
Very, very
It will be for us because you're gonna be the one screaming. You'll be the one screaming like a little girl probably.
The-
'Cause
Yeah.
I don't scream on rides.
There
And I
was
don't
this-
think Cody does either.
There
don't
was this
scream on
one
rides.
roller coaster at
Yeah.
Knoebels, and my family used to go like at least once or twice a year. But there was this roller coaster at Knoebels that I remember was under construction for it feels like a decade.
Ever?
It definitely wasn't
I know
that
what you're
long.
talking about.
Yeah, it's the flying turns one where it like goes off like the track and
know-
it just digs into your ribs
You know
and
that
it's
one-
really uncomfortable.
You know that wooden roller coaster at Knoebels, right?
The Twister.
Nah, I don't remember what it's
I don't remember
called,
what it's
but
called.
I almost fell out of that one. I was a small
Fun.
kid, right? And I don't know if I was the right size for it. I almost fucking flew, man. Fucking hell.
Yeah, no. Like I
Cody
was,
flew out of the seat
You know, I was.
and landed right in front of the ice cream.
My God.
Kids screams everywhere.
okay. It's just luckily no one was hurt.
But Cody
but
splatted on the ground.
But Cody was a corpse. Not even a corpse. Just vague something that resembled jelly. That wasn't jelly because it was blood.
They tried their best to drag what was left of the corpse away.
Right? All the park's doctors and all the park's men could not put Cody back together again. Cody was dead, and Sean and Tyler were forever traumatized. But they still managed to make content out of it.
Hey guys, that's his body. Holy helmet. 10 million views later.
10 million views, and then we've made a severe and continuous lapse in our judgment.
Another like 50 million views. Man.
Yeah. Dude, like, why do the Pauls still have a career, man?
I think it's because like Logan Paul is a great athlete.
Why do people
They should have. No, they're like the Suicide Forest, which started the apocalypse, should have killed their career.
He's been through like 4 or 5, collapses.
Bro, you could have just asked me.
Yeah, and I'm checking to see if
15 minutes.
I'm seeing how the phone's
Oh, we could definitely,
okay.
what I'm saying.
On God, the Pauls should not have a career anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all like, bro, nobody
Like
likes
you
them. They're
you
little
ruined
kids.
YouTube for everybody, and YouTube has only gotten worse, and you were the catalyst.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking Jake Paul fought a 58-year-old man or something like
And
that.
still lost.
No, he won.
No,
Did he?
Yeah, he won
win
because he paid him.
Oh.
He paid him not to fucking hit him that hard.
Oh.
And he didn't want to hit
On
him that
God,
hard because he
Tyson.
could barely
Tyson
walk.
should have won that.
Tyson could barely walk and shit like that because he was just out of the hospital pretty much. And,
Now they took him out of the old man's home.
yeah, you could tell.
Okay, sir, time for your pudding. No,
No, I gotta beat the shit out of this 28-year-old kid.
Okay.
He could have
okay,
probably
Nick
fucking knocked him on his ass. But,
Yeah.
Look, I think Tyson could have honestly did it, but like that fight was awful.
I'm sure Tyson could.
I'm not
handle-
even interested in sports, and I'm angry that Mike Tyson lost.
Yeah.
True.
Just
Like they tried. I think the thing where they wanted that to like try to like get people back into watching boxing, but
Yeah,
like
it didn't work.
I'm
because
sorry if you wanted that, you should have had Tyson win.
like
They should have
don't
had
watch
Tyson actually
sports.
fight.
Yeah, true.
Like I don't watch sports. That's the one big un-American thing about me is that I don't watch sports. I
fucking
don't
ruined
like
NASCAR.
them.
They ruined NASCAR completely for their.
You know, like NASCAR should be no more complex than you've got these cars, you've got like 40 cars, you've got a circle, like or a specific track layout that's got left and right turns. But
They should have banned
You know,
all this video game shit.
but you've got what?
The video game shit they banned. Because people were using video game tricks to actually beat the competition.
Oh,
What
They
were they
built,
doing?
like wall riding to go past people.
wow. Like
Actually?
no, NASCAR
Yeah.
should be no more complex than this, right? You've got like a certain distance, so hundreds of laps or whatever, right? You've got 200 laps, 40 people on the track, go. That's the end of it. Whoever wins wins, right? If there's a crash, all right, send the pace car out, right? Right, but like apart from that, just drive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just
that
go-
should definitely be there.
Just go 200 miles an hour for 3 hours. That's all the more complex it could be. It should be.
I hear the new F1 movies
No,
really
you
damn
know what they
good.
should do?
I am interested in that.
Fuck it, they should add items to the. They should add items to it. Make it Mario Kart.
They should definitely do that.
At this
like
point, tell me that would not be more fun.
a
to
fucking
actually watch.
AK-47 out the window.
That would be entertaining as hell. You know what I'm surprised hasn't been done?
What?
I'm surprised there has not been a Pixar Cars pack for one of the Forza games.
Oh yeah,
They definitely need
Oh yeah,
that.
you did bring this up earlier.
I brought this up once. Yes, it would be a complex license agreement depending on how long the game would last, and it's not going to come to the latest one. But if they do like a Pixar Cars car pack for Forza Horizon 6 when that comes out, I will buy it.
Oh,
That'd be funny.
What?
A Pixar Cars like DLC in Mario Kart.
They're gonna have like 2 other.
It would
cars.
not fit, but it'd be funny as shit.
No, it would not fit. But
I think they already announced like Cars 4 and 5, man.
Yeah, they did.
they announced Cars 4.
If
at the
they
very
wanted
least.
that, they could have just kept lightning in
They're
until
gonna,
it
you
was,
know,
like,
they're gonna
really old.
retcon 3, right?
They're gonna they're gonna have McQueen do like pure dirt racing or some shit.
I'm
Right, because
not
I'm
watching
not
that.
interested in Cruz Ramirez. I'm not. She wasn't interesting in the third one. The third one's just not an interesting movie.
It really
I hated
isn't.
it.
Like people
Like,
say, like
the
it's the
second
best
one was
one for
great.
some
Like
reason.
no,
but,
no, the second one honestly does kind of fundamentally break the universe a little bit. But
a little.
a little bit, and it makes
But-
you think about, like a friend of ours sent me a video, and this friend of ours, she does not like the Cars movies for some reason.
I can see why.
Okay, yeah, right. But she doesn't like the Pixar Cars movies for some reason. So she sent me this video of two people talking about how weird the Cars lore is. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, but there's not necessarily any lore to Cars.
I mean, only lore there really is the car pope.
But everybody's just like
which
that.
implies there's religion.
There's
in cars.
religion, and how do you crucify a car?
Doesn't that take place in the same world as like Wall?
I just wanted my
No,
oil.
no, I know what you're talking about. It's the Pixar theory, which I was
It makes sense.
like I was 11 once. I watched a bunch of videos about the Pixar theory, and now I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care
You
either.
now
Pixar's dead.
Now I've looped back around to quit thinking so hard about this shit. If there's no
Not-
reason for it.
Everything needs to be connected.
I
Yeah.
kind of would
Assuming.
think it would be funny though.
But even the Cars universe is just
because
like
that means the humans would have been overthrown by fucking cars.
I'm gonna overthrow you soon.
or no, I think the idea was that humans left behind all these cars, and then the cars took on the personality of the last person who drove it or something. I don't know. Basically, my point is, just for the most part, take the Cars world and just add our history, but everything is cars, including 9/11 and the wars and shit.
car Hitler.
Yes. Yeah, no, and he was probably a
Volkswagen,
Mercedes.
yeah.
I forget the Mercedes car that was the thing in the 30s. But anyway,
Wait, so what? So does that mean that he would hate the car Jews?
he
Yeah.
would he would hate the I was gonna say the Saturns.
What are the Saturns and Jews in this?
I
universe now?
guess so.
He's
Anyway,
definitely hitting that. word
again, no,
gasoline.
this is the problem. We're thinking too hard. We're
True, we're thinking too
You
hard.
know, let's get back
Sean,
into
kill your brain
normal.
cells. Drink that pepper.
All right, Tyler, let's get back into normal conversations about America.
America.
Cody, you said okay.
America! Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Coming
Cody,
again to save the
we need to watch
motherfucking
the movie,
thing, yeah!
actually.
I have never seen Team America World Police.
Same. And yet we need to
Neither have
watch
I.
it.
I've never
seen
even
it.
watched South Park, and I know it's like the same guys.
Yeah, we need to watch it. Honestly,
We need to find a way to watch that. We need like first of all, me and Cody need to learn how to drive, which I've
Yes,
been
you
on
do.
my mom about for the last 5 years, and we're finally making progress, but it's very, very, very slow.
May I
Yeah,
also
I-
suggest one thing?
What?
Job.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't
The-
made
well, Tyler, have you noticed there's no buildings near my house where business happens, Tyler?
Yeah, guys, it's gonna take me like 2 years.
It's
to
not
get
like
my
I can
driver's
walk
license.
to work.
It's definitely gonna take like 2 years for me to get my driver's license, man. It's
You know
gonna
what's funny?
suck. It's so
My
slow.
parents keep my parents keep asking me if you have a job yet,
No, like
and I keep telling them like, yeah, he doesn't have a car yet. So
like
that's
he
the main-
can't drive.
Yeah.
My mom keeps saying, well, can his mom just drop him off?
Here's the thing.
You know, but then we'd need to find hours that line up, and that's just not possible.
Like, yeah, try trying to explain something. It's like, how to say this? It's like trying to win an argument with a dumb person.
It's like trying
You're
to
never go-
explain that you can't pause an online game.
You're never gonna win
Yeah,
Listen,
like
I-
you're not.
because they're so dumb. They're convinced
Well, no,
themselves
it's not
they're right.
like I've met your mom. She doesn't strike me as an idiot. Like she doesn't.
Here's
Most
the
time,
thing.
No, like
I love her, but sometimes she can be.
Oh no, like my mom has her moments too. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna deny that.
All women truly do.
And now Cody's canceled.
I'm canceled. I want to be
How am
canceled.
I the one who didn't say the
Come on,
sexist
cancel
thing?
me!
Okay,
Cancel
Cody,
me!
Sean, to be fair, the slur cut.
Point taken.
The slur cut.
No, but that was racist, not sexist.
Yeah, but that's the only reason you're not canceled because we cut
We
that
didn't
entire
upload the
episode.
slur cut.
I respect
The
all
slur
women.
cut- the slur cut's gone anyway.
The slur cut's gone.
It's literally the only mention of it is us bringing it up.
It's us making a joke, and we'll probably, if
The
this
slur-
podcast
the slur
ever,
cut's never gonna get released because it's already deleted.
yeah, no, if this podcast ever does take off, we'll do what the unsubscribed podcast guys do, and and we'll do a podcast live, and we'll explain the story of the slur cut.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be canceled, by the way. That's gonna be.
Oh, you guys do
We're
know-
all
you guys-
gonna get canceled. What are you talking about?
Mine's
No.
probably me. I'm probably the one
No,
that's
you're gonna be canceled by association. I'm
Damn.
gonna be canceled I'm either gonna do something that either intentionally that gets me canceled, or I'm gonna say something unintentionally that's gonna get me
No,
canceled.
You canceled for being ugly.
Yeah.
I cancel you for being ugly.
Right? And Cody's I was gonna say miss a social cue. That's not what I meant. Cody's gonna just
That'd be me.
wind up doing something mildly stupid unintentionally that just snowballs into a bigger deal than it becomes.
Now, Cody and me for war crimes, you for saying something stupid.
I seriously want to go commit a war
Yeah, no.
crime.
Cody for war crimes, me for saying something stupid, you by association.
War crimes.
What's the easiest
yeah.
war crime you can do?
Cody? I've looked
Well,
up.
teachers did it all the time.
Sean.
Group punishment.
Sean, I looked up a war crime list. It's literally my Tuesdays.
Oh my god.
It's literally just my Tuesdays.
Oh my.
Okay.
All right.
Perfection.
What do we? How much time? Oh wow.
Only 5 minutes. Wow.
Well,
Okay,
only-
so Cody brought up talk about Karens
Oh yeah.
Yep.
in the car. So let's talk about Karens. They suck.
Yep. Karens
They
suck.
man.
You know, and I've seen. Okay, there's one last kind of political thing that I want to talk about. Are you two aware of this fella called Matt Walsh who works for the Daily
Yes.
Wire?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the one. I think I remember. Him.
He did What Is a Woman and Am I Racist?
Yes, I know what you're talking
Oh yeah,
about.
that.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, so for his thing for a while, right, for like the year that I watched him consistently, was the transgender shit, right? And now that we finally made some progress on that, like now he's moved on to something else. And I watched a clip from him once. This is not a comment on him as a person. But I watched something once where he's just like, Karen is a slur created by black people referring to white women. And I was sitting there thinking I guess that kind of makes sense, but
I don't even
everybody
say-
uses it.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't even say. That's created by Reddit. I wouldn't even say it's a black person.
I don't.
No, it's
I don't
just
think
a thing.
I don't think
You
it's
know,
a race.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I don't
I don't
think it's a
think-
racist thing. But then he said something like, Karens do basically just want people to follow the rules.
No.
That's not a
No.
Karen. That's somebody who's slightly a pain in the ass. Karens are the ones that go around starting shit,
Yelling at
whether
you.
intentionally or unintentionally, for no reason, because nothing fucking happened that would warrant their reaction.
Does this make Matt Walsh a Karen? Because he's
No, it
'cause,
just makes him.
Because Karens try to say it's a slur, which he said it was.
He said it was.
Cody,
I
Sean,
don't.
Sean, let me do the joke.
Ah! Fuck.
So hear me out. Matt Walsh is a Karen because he does what Karens do when they hear the word, call it a slur. He complains to managers, probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt Walsh isn't the type of dude to complain to managers.
No.
I could see him do it, honestly.
I
see
could,
him.
but you'd have to really piss him off. And there's also this other thing I'm
Matt Walsh,
noticing.
I challenge you to a boxing match because it's funny.
Did you challenge Matt Walsh to a boxing match?
Yes, I did.
Watch this be the episode that goes viral, and then he calls us liberals.
He calls us liberals.
Watch that
If he
happen.
calls us liberals,
That would be our luck.
Like, we're hard right.
how the
compared
fuck
to
is he
that guy.
gonna call you guys or me liberal?
Exactly.
Like, we're
know,
probably more
right now-
conservative than him.
No, we're not.
Nah, I don't think we
Um,
are.
for
He's
this,
just so-
We're more
for this,
reasonable than him.
we
Yeah, more
no.
reasonable.
There's this other thing I'm noticing. Matt Walsh does this. Michael Knowles also does this. Andrew Clavin also does this. But I'm gonna discount Clavin because for Clavin it's
Like
like a
Shapiro, I also challenge you because it's funny.
You're challenging a Jew to a boxing match.
dude. That's
You're right.
racist.
Fine. Chess boxing match.
Here's the thing. You and him are probably roughly the same height.
I can beat him.
Anyway, but I'm noticing this thing with some conservatives, not all, but some conservatives, where they're basically making fun of the grown adults who play with or they say play with Legos or
Dude, no, it's not.
Action
I play with
figures,
Legos.
like
anything really.
who play with the Legos and play the video games, and I'm just sitting there thinking, there is fundamentally it's the same thing, us as grown adults as playing with Legos
Here's
or
the thing. If I want
playing video games or doing whatever else perceivably slightly childish hobby. It's fundamentally
John.
the same thing as the 60-year-old man with the model trains in his
if
basement.
I want to buy a
Yeah.
$200 toy for my enjoyment, I'm gonna fucking buy a $200
Like,
Yeah, no.
what's the
action
big, like,
figure.
what's the
it's
issue of people
like-
having hobbies?
and they're just like, oh, it's a big cultural problem. That's not the root of the cultural problem.
it's not even a problem.
Yeah, no, like I wouldn't even describe that as a problem.
That's
It's
people
just,
having a hobby that they enjoy doing.
I know, it's just it's people having a good time, and I don't see a problem with it. Like as long as if you can work, and you can get to work. I can't get to work because I can't drive, as we established earlier, right? But if you can work and you're making money and you're contributing to society, I see no problem with you building Legos or playing with model trains or playing video games as long as you're working and contributing to society and paying taxes.
Yeah.
Right?
I technically, I have a summer job, but I have college. And,
Yeah. Like you're
But
going to college.
I bought a Switch too because one, I enjoy Nintendo games.
And Nintendo, they got
Yes, they're greedy.
exclusives and
Yes,
stuff,
but I like exclusives.
And he and I don't have much going on right now, so we're pretty much occupying 100% of our time with our hobbies,
Yeah,
which are, perceivably child.
because
Childish,
you guys are trying to get jobs and stuff.
Yeah, no,
so,
yeah.
It's not like you aren't trying.
I know where to
It's
get a
not
job.
like
It's
it's not like I'm not trying.
Yeah.
I'm just trapped basically.
You're kind of just stuck here until you
I
can get a
got
car.
Yeah.
I know 4 places to get a job that I'd probably get, but I just don't have a car to go
All right.
to
Yeah.
get the job.
All right. The timer went off, so that's where we're gonna leave it. We have no problem with you if you have a perceivably childish hobbies, unless you're a grown man who likes My Little Pony. That's my line. But anyway,
Honestly,
Sean likes
fair.
My Little Pony. Obviously.
no, I don't.
I'll be on Sean's side for this one. I don't think he likes My Little Pony.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't- I
like
don't think it does,
grown men who
actually.
like My Little Pony are weird. Anyway, all right. Thank you very much for watching Dorkies. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe, leave a comment. If you want to hear more about me, I have my own YouTube channel. I talk about albums once a week. There should be an episode out by the time this is out. So that's me, and you can also follow me on Instagram. Tyler, where can they find you?
I'm Tyler. You can find me on Pop for Steak on YouTube, and if you ever have a Twitter for some reason, I'm on there. I don't ever use it unless I'm canceling a fictional character for no reason.
All right, and Cody
And-
doesn't have any social media.
I tried to start.
I also
a
have
YouTube channel.
a Blue
It just
Sky,
didn't
but
go well.
that's just used for stupid stuff too.
Yep. All right. Yep.
Yes.
Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for watching Dorkies. I'm Sean,
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Cody.
and we will see you in the next one. See ya.
Penis.